first time you realized you were white?
The first time I realised I was white was when I was about 12 or 13. I know, I came from a very white place. But I was reading a book called Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. And in it, one of the characters who was white was trying to find a plaster, but they couldn't find one in their skin tone. Because in this world, all the plasters were made for black people. And that just blew open my tiny mind. Because, yeah, up until then I hadn't thought about that, and I was suddenly aware of how white I was and how much the world was made for me.
When was the first time you realized you were black?
I guess I've always known that I'm black. The first time I realized that it was a problem for some people was when I was in primary school. I couldn't have been any older than 9 or 10. And Michelle, a white girl in my class, called me a kafir. That's when I knew.
Do you speak about race with your friends?
I do speak to my friends about race, although I realized recently that I have spoken a lot more with my black friends about race than with my other white friends.
I do speak about race with my friends, not as much as I would like to. It's a hard conversation.
Do you feel comfortable speaking about race?
Do I feel comfortable talking about race? Yeah, I do. I don't feel as comfortable instigating conversations because you don't know where someone is at that day or what they've been through, and I kind of don't feel comfortable potentially triggering that. But again, maybe that's my own fear, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel comfortable having conversations about race.
Would you consider yourself a racist?
I definitely do not consider myself racist, but am aware that I have inherent biases that I could work on to dismantle and am.
I don't consider myself racist, but I consider myself to be white privileged, and with that comes ignorance and things for me to learn still. And I would like to do things, and can do things, I think, that are more actively anti-racist.
Would I say I'm racist? Yeah. I think I can't not be. I don't know what it's like to live a life as a black person or a person of colour. Yeah, so there must be things I say, there must be things I do, there must be things I think that aren't okay. But I'm trying to tackle that, and I think what's been happening recently was a big kick up the bum to be actively anti-racist rather than just living my life, not shouting racial slurs or being a good person, and trying not to let colour be a factor. And I mean, it is a factor, but I don't know, I'm not explaining myself very well. But yes, I would say that I am, but I'm actively trying not to be.
Would I call myself a racist? Do I consider myself a racist? No.